Chosen one. This moment has not found you by chance, nor by wandering curiosity, but by divine appointment and perfect timing arranged in heaven. What you are hearing now arrives at the edge of a turning, where isolation gives way to alignment and waiting gives way to fulfillment. God has seen your faithfulness in silence, your endurance when comfort was absent, and your obedience when understanding was incomplete. You were not delayed, you were preserved, and you are now standing at the threshold of a supernatural shift. Chosen one, the season ahead carries elevation that cannot be forced, and provision that cannot be earned. Heaven is preparing a connection marked by purpose, maturity, and resource, a union designed to uplift your calling and reposition your life. This is not a promise rushed by desire, but a work completed in divine order, for the vision still awaits its appointed time, as written in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. What is coming will not compete with you, diminish you, or confuse you. It will confirm you, cover you, and carry you forward into prepared ground. Anointed one, this is the hour where faith meets movement and obedience meets supply. God often reminds his people not through noise or explanation, but through something quiet and steady that restores clarity when the heart grows weary. What has been prepared waits in peace, already set in place. Chosen one. You are not hearing this because you were curious, bored, or scrolling without direction. You are here because heaven has decided that the season of silence has done its work. What felt like isolation was not rejection, it was refinement. What looked like delay was protection. I know this because I have lived seasons where the quiet was so loud, it forced me to confront who I was when nothing was applauding me. Those seasons strip you, but they also anchor you. They teach you how to stand without validation, how to breathe without reassurance, how to trust God when nothing moves. That is where you were formed. That is where your discernment was sharpened, and now that formation is no longer hidden. Anointed one. The unveiling you are stepping into is not dramatic chaos. It is ordered elevation. Heaven is not rushing this moment because what is coming must last. The one being prepared for you is not impressive in appearance alone, but rich in substance. They have been through their own pruning. They have lost things they once prayed to keep. They have learned the cost of obedience and the discipline of restraint. When God says wealthy, he is not speaking only of finances. He is speaking of emotional stability, spiritual depth, and the ability to build without needing to dominate. This kind of wealth does not announce itself loudly. It arrives steady. It feels safe. I have seen what happens when connection comes too early. I have watched people confuse chemistry for calling and excitement for alignment. It always ends in exhaustion. What is different now is that you no longer reach for what drains you. You have learned to listen to your body, to the tension in your chest, to the unease that whispers before damage happens. That wisdom did not come from comfort, it came from survival. And the one being sent to you recognizes that wisdom immediately. Your strength will not intimidate them, it will feel familiar. Your boundaries will not offend them. They will respect them because they had to build their own. Chosen one. This connection is not designed to save you. You were never meant to be rescued by another human. It is designed to walk with you, to amplify what God has already established in you. I remember the first time I realized that real partnership does not feel like adrenaline. It feels like peace. It does not demand performance. It invites presence. That is what is being aligned for you now. Someone who pours from overflow, not obligation. Someone who does not use resources to control, but to support vision. Wealth in their hands is not a weapon, it is a tool. and God only releases tools to those who can steward them without losing their soul. Anointed One, relocation is not only about geography, it is about atmosphere. Sometimes God moves you because the environment that raised you can no longer sustain who you are becoming. I have had to leave places that once felt like home because my spirit began to suffocate there. Familiarity can become a ceiling. When the discomfort starts, it is not punishment, it is instruction. Heaven is repositioning you so your roots can go deeper and your reach can extend further. The one being sent into your life may be part of that bridge, or the move may come through opportunity, assignment, or quiet prompting. Either way, it is intentional. Scripture shows us this pattern again and again. Abraham had to leave before he could multiply. Joseph had to be repositioned before he could govern. Ruth had to step into unfamiliar land before alignment met her obedience. This is not instability, this is inheritance in motion. I know the fear that comes with leaving what you know. I also know the grief of releasing people and places that carried history. But what waits ahead carries capacity. You are not being uprooted to wander, you are being replanted to flourish. Chosen One. Purpose is now meeting purpose. This union is not rooted in fantasy, but in assignment. You were never meant to build small, and building large requires someone who understands weight. Someone who knows how to pray when the blueprint is unclear. Someone who has learned how to stand alone without becoming hard. Together, this is not just romance. It is legacy in seed form. And legacy does not rush. It rests in divine timing, steady, deliberate, and unforced. Chosen One. What God is aligning for you now is not a relationship built on excitement, fantasy, or surface-level compatibility. It is alignment forged through pressure, patience, and obedience. The person being prepared for you has learned how to sit with unanswered prayers without becoming bitter. They have faced seasons where resources were tight, support was absent, and clarity was delayed. In those seasons, they learned how to steward little without resentment and how to wait without compromising their values. That is why their wealth will never be reckless. It will be intentional, it will be calm, it will be steady. I want you to understand something deeply. Wealth that comes without maturity always destroys something first. I have watched people receive opportunities they were not ready to carry. It did not bless them, it exposed them. God is not careless with destiny. When He entrusts someone with resources, influence, or authority, it is because their inner world has already been ordered. The soulmate being aligned with you has been trained in private. They learned when to speak and when to stay silent. They learned how to say no, even when saying yes would have brought applause. They learned how to protect their peace when ego wanted to perform. Anointed One, this is why your discernment matters now more than ever. You are no longer impressed by words. You listen for tone. You watch consistency. You notice how people treat those who cannot give them anything back. That wisdom did not come from theory, it came from experience. And the one being sent to you carries the same awareness. When you meet, there will not be confusion. There will be recognition. Not because everything will be perfect, but because everything will feel grounded. You will not have to convince them of your worth. They will see it in how you move, how you pause, how you choose peace over noise. This connection will not pull you away from God. It will push you closer. It will not distract you from purpose. It will sharpen it. I have learned that anything sent by heaven never demands you abandon your calling. It supports it. The right partner does not compete with your assignment. They protect it. They understand that love is not just emotion. It is responsibility. It is stewardship. It is the daily decision to build rather than consume. Anointed One, their wealth is not meant to elevate ego. It is meant to unlock doors that were closed by limitation. It is meant to create margin where stress once lived. It is meant to fund vision without turning it into pressure. God does not release resources randomly. He releases them strategically. And you are not being sent a savior. You already have one. You are being sent a co-laborer. Someone who can stand beside you without shrinking and without overpowering. Someone who knows how to lead and how to listen. There is a difference between being admired and being understood. Many people admired your strength. Few understood its cost. The one being prepared for you understands both. They recognize the warrior behind the calm. They know that softness is not weakness, it is discipline. When they pour into you, it will not feel transactional, it will feel natural. When they support you, it will not feel conditional, it will feel secure. Anointed One, this is why heaven waited. This is why certain doors did not open earlier. You were being formed into someone who could recognize alignment without chasing it, and they were being formed into someone who could provide without controlling. This is not coincidence. This is convergence. Two paths refined separately now aligning intentionally. This is not just love entering your life. This is partnership entering your assignment. And it is happening because the foundation is finally strong enough to hold what is coming next. Chosen One. Relocation is not a threat. It is a signal. When God begins to stir restlessness in your spirit, it is rarely about dissatisfaction alone. It is about capacity. The place that once held you can no longer contain who you are becoming. I remember the first time I realized that comfort can quietly become confinement. Everything looked fine on the surface, but inside, my spirit felt compressed. That feeling is not rebellion, it is instruction. God speaks through discomfort when growth requires movement. This relocation is not always dramatic. Sometimes it begins as a quiet nudge, a sense that you no longer fit where you once blended in, a realization that the conversations around you no longer feed you, a fatigue that rest cannot fix. That is not burnout, that is transition. Heaven is preparing to shift your coordinates to match your elevation, and elevation always demands new ground. Chosen One. You are not being asked to abandon your past. You are being asked to honor it by not living there anymore. Every season served its purpose. Every place taught you something. But staying beyond the assignment turns blessing into limitation. God is calling you into environments that stretch your faith, sharpen your gifts, and expand your influence. This move may involve geography, but it will always involve mindset. Old patterns must be released. Old attachments must be evaluated. Old ceilings must be broken. The one being aligned with you may play a role in this repositioning, not as a rescuer, but as a bridge. Sometimes God sends people who carry both vision and access. They understand movement because they have obeyed it before. They are not afraid of change. They respect it. But understand this clearly. Even if the relocation comes through opportunity, assignment, or sudden shift, it is still God-led. Nothing about this season is random. Scripture reveals this rhythm. Abraham moved before he multiplied. Joseph was relocated before authority found him. Ruth changed land before alignment changed her life. Movement always precedes manifestation. I know leaving can hurt. I know releasing familiar ground can feel like loss. But what you are stepping into carries provision that the old place could never supply. This is not instability. This is divine mobility. Chosen One. You are not being uprooted to wander. You are being replanted to flourish. The soil ahead is fertile. The atmosphere ahead is aligned. The rooms ahead were prepared with you in mind. You will breathe differently there. You will think differently there. You will build differently there. The unfamiliar will not feel foreign for long. Your spirit will recognize it because heaven already approved it. This relocation is not about escape. It is about expansion. It is about placing you where your gifts are required, not just tolerated, where your voice carries weight, where your presence is valued, where your assignment can fully unfold. God is not moving you to make life harder. He is moving you because the next level requires a new environment. Chosen one. What is ahead is not chaos. It is order. It is alignment. It is the natural result of obedience meeting timing, and as this movement unfolds, you will realize that nothing was wasted. Every delay, every closed door, every season of waiting prepared you for this shift. You are not late, you are right on time. Chosen one. There is a moment in every unfolding where the promise is clear, but the progress feels slow, where faith is no longer fueled by excitement, but by memory. This is not the loud season, this is the faithful one. This is where endurance does its quiet work, shaping you in ways that miracles alone never could. What you are carrying now is not doubt, it is weight. And weight only comes when something real has been entrusted to you. Anointed one, the waiting you are in is not empty time, it is active soil. I know the fatigue that settles in when days begin to look the same, when prayers feel familiar, when the breakthrough you know is coming has not yet arrived. I have lived seasons where obedience looked boring, where faith meant showing up without feeling carried, where hope was not a rush but a discipline. Those seasons taught me something lasting. God does not always strengthen you by adding something new. Sometimes He strengthens you by bringing you back to what already sustained you before. Chosen one. You are not failing because you are tired. You are human. The promise does not require constant intensity, it requires consistency. The mistake many make is believing that faith must always feel powerful to be effective. In truth, the strongest faith often feels quiet, grounded, almost ordinary. It wakes up. It does the work. It trusts without needing reassurance. It keeps its posture even when emotion fluctuates. There were days when I did not feel prophetic, inspired, or certain. I felt present. I felt willing, I felt anchored, and that was enough. Heaven does not measure your faith by how dramatic it looks, but by how steady it remains under pressure. The fact that you are still here, still aligned, still choosing integrity, still protecting your spirit, still refusing to settle, is evidence that the work is holding. Anointed one, this season is asking you to remember. Remember the moments when God carried you through what should have broken you. Remember the doors that closed only to protect you. Remember the strength that appeared when support disappeared. Memory is not nostalgia, it is fuel. When the waiting stretches long, remembrance keeps the vision alive without forcing it. There is a temptation in long seasons to chase emotion, to look for signs, to seek confirmation in noise. But God often matures promises in stillness. Not everything that is growing makes sound. Roots deepen in silence. Foundations strengthen unseen. You are not being ignored. You are being established. Chosen one. Endurance is not passive. It is deliberate trust practiced daily. It is choosing alignment when impatience whispers shortcuts. It is choosing obedience when results are not visible. It is choosing peace when anxiety wants to narrate the future. I have learned that faith under pressure looks less like declarations and more like restraint, less like striving and more like staying. Anointed one, There are days when all you can do is return. Return to prayer without embellishment. Return to stillness without expectation. Return to the truth you already know. That return is not regression, it is reinforcement. Heaven is not offended by your need to come back to the basics. God designed faith to be lived, not performed. There is a quiet reminder resting below, placed there not as an explanation, but as something steady to return to when the noise gets loud. Chosen one, what you are waiting for has not slowed down. It has been paced perfectly. Delay does not mean denial, it means development. You are being shaped into someone who can receive without losing balance, who can move without rushing, who can build without burning out. The promise ahead requires endurance because it must be sustained long after it arrives. Anointed one, the days you feel unseen are often the days God is strengthening your interior world. The nights you feel alone are often the nights your discernment is sharpening. You are learning how to trust without constant affirmation. That is maturity. That is preparation. Do not despise the ordinary rhythm of faith, the waking up, the showing up, the quiet prayers, the disciplined choices, the moments when you choose rest instead of panic. These are not pauses in the journey, they are the journey, and they are building something in you that will not collapse when the promise manifests. Chosen one, you are closer than you feel, not because something dramatic is about to happen, but because you have become stable enough to receive what has been forming all along. Stay anchored, stay present, stay faithful in the small movements of obedience. Heaven is watching how you wait, not to test you, but to confirm that you are ready to carry what is already moving toward you. And when the next shift comes, you will recognize it not by chaos, but by peace. Chosen one, there comes a point when the promise no longer excites you the way it once did, not because it has lost its power, but because it has settled into your bones. This is the stage where faith stops reaching outward and begins standing inward. You are no longer waiting with desperation, you are waiting with discernment. That shift matters more than you realize. Heaven responds differently to desperation than it does to readiness. What you are learning now is how to remain open without being anxious, expectant without being demanding. Anointed one, I know what it is like to reach the end of yourself before the end of the season. There were moments when I thought, I believe this, but I am tired of carrying it alone. That is not weakness, that is honesty. God does not withdraw because you are honest about your limits. He draws closer. The weight you feel is not pressure to perform, it is the responsibility of stewardship. You are holding something that must be protected, not rushed. You are learning how to wait without stalling your life. How to remain faithful without putting joy on pause. How to live fully while still trusting God for what has not yet arrived. That balance is rare. Many people either stop living while they wait or abandon faith when waiting becomes uncomfortable. You are doing neither. You are building a life that can receive the promise without collapsing under it. Chosen one, this season is teaching you emotional sobriety. You are no longer chasing emotional highs to confirm God's presence. You are learning how to recognize Him in the steady, the consistent, the uneventful. I remember realizing that God was most present in my life during seasons when nothing dramatic was happening. No signs, no breakthroughs, just daily alignment. That realization changed how I waited forever. You are being strengthened to recognize timing without forcing outcomes, to trust movement without controlling direction, to allow things to unfold without trying to manage every detail. This is not passive faith. This is mature faith. It knows when to move and when to remain still. It listens before it reacts. It waits without losing hope. Anointed One, the love being aligned for you will not arrive to rescue you from exhaustion. It will meet you in stability. That is why this part matters. You are learning how to regulate your expectations, how to honor your energy, how to protect your peace. This ensures that when alignment arrives, it enhances your life instead of becoming another weight you must carry. You are also learning something else quietly. You are learning how to let go of timelines that were never promised. God did not commit to your schedule. He committed to your becoming. And your becoming required time. It required patience. It required seasons where nothing moved except you on the inside. Those seasons are not wasted. They are foundational. Chosen One. Pay attention to how much calmer you are now compared to who you used to be. You no longer spiral the way you once did. You no longer attach your worth to outcomes. You no longer feel the need to explain yourself to people who are not aligned. That is evidence of growth. That is preparation showing itself in behavior, not emotion. This part of the journey asks you to keep choosing faith without needing proof, to keep walking without applause, to keep believing without reassurance. And I know that is not glamorous, but it is powerful. Heaven trusts people who can wait without becoming reckless or resentful. Anointed One, what is coming will not demand you abandon the life you built while waiting. It will integrate into it. That is the reward of endurance. You do not lose yourself in the process. You become more yourself. And when the promise finally manifests, you will recognize it not by shock, but by alignment. It will fit. It will feel familiar. It will feel earned, not deserved, but stewarded. Stay steady, stay rooted, stay honest with God. You are not behind. You are being held in place until everything else catches up. Chosen One. As the season shifts, you may notice something subtle happening inside you. The urgency begins to fade, not because the promise is gone, but because your spirit has learned how to rest while waiting. This is where trust deepens beyond words. You no longer rehearse the promise to convince yourself. You carry it quietly, confident that what is aligned does not need to be chased. Anointed One, this is where surrender becomes real. Not surrender as giving up, but surrender as release. You are releasing the need to control how it happens, when it happens, and through whom it happens. That release is not loss of faith, it is faith refined. I remember the moment I stopped asking God to hurry and started asking Him to prepare me to receive. Everything shifted after that. Peace replaced pressure. Clarity replaced anxiety. You are learning how to trust God with your future without abandoning responsibility in the present. That balance is rare. Many people mistake surrender for disengagement. True surrender is active. It shows up. It stays aligned. It remains obedient even when outcomes are unclear. That is the posture you are standing in now, Chosen One. There is also a deeper cleansing happening. Old attachments are loosening. Old expectations are dissolving. Old narratives about how things should look are quietly falling away. This is not loss. This is refinement. God is removing what would interfere with alignment. He is simplifying your interior world so that when the promise arrives, it finds room, not resistance. You may feel moments of grief for versions of life you imagined but never lived. That grief is allowed. It honors the journey you walked, but do not confuse grief with regret. Nothing was wasted. Even the paths that did not lead where you thought they would taught you discernment, resilience, and humility. Those qualities will protect the future you are stepping into. Anointed One, The connection being prepared for you will not require you to perform healing in real time. It will meet you in wholeness, not perfection, but honesty. You will not have to explain your boundaries. They will recognize them. You will not have to justify your pace. They will respect it. This is why surrender matters now. It clears space for recognition instead of negotiation. Chosen one. You are also being trained to receive without guilt, to accept blessing without questioning worth, to allow good things without bracing for loss. That is not easy for those who learned survival before stability. But God does not bless you to test you. He blesses you to trust Him. This season is preparing your nervous system as much as your spirit. You are learning how to remain calm in anticipation, not hypervigilant. I have learned that when God prepares something significant, He often quiets the soul first. Not to confuse you, but to stabilize you. You are becoming less reactive, less hurried, less consumed by what has not happened yet. That is not complacency, that is confidence forming. Anointed one, as surrender deepens, obedience becomes simpler. You are no longer asking 100 questions before you move. You are listening for alignment, not assurance. You are responding to peace, not pressure. That shift means you are ready to be led into what comes next without resistance. Chosen one. This is not the end of the waiting, but it is the end of striving. What remains now is trust practiced daily, faith lived quietly, and surrender held steadily. When the promise arrives, it will not disrupt your life. It will integrate into it. That is the sign of divine timing. Remain where you are, not frozen but faithful, not passive but present. Heaven is not asking you to do more, it is asking you to stay aligned. And alignment always brings fulfillment in its appointed time. Chosen one. As you move deeper into this alignment, you may notice that what once felt uncertain now feels inevitable. Not rushed, not forced, simply inevitable. This is the quiet confidence that forms when faith has been tested and proven. You are no longer asking if God will come through. You are learning how to live as if He already has. That shift is not arrogance, it is trust matured through endurance. Anointed one, this stage requires discernment more than declaration. Not everything that approaches you is meant to walk with you. As the promise draws nearer, options increase, voices grow louder, and invitations multiply. I have learned that clarity does not come from having many choices. It comes from knowing which ones to decline. You are being trained to recognize alignment by how your spirit responds, not by how impressive something looks. You will notice that what is meant for you does not demand urgency. It does not pressure you to decide quickly. It does not bypass your peace. Alignment arrives calmly. It gives you space to breathe, to pray, to sense. This is how you will recognize what is truly from God. Not by intensity, but by steadiness. Chosen one. There is also a strengthening of boundaries happening now. Not walls, but clarity. You are no longer explaining yourself to people who misunderstand your season. You are no longer overextending to prove your value. I remember the moment I stopped trying to make everyone comfortable with my growth. That decision preserved my energy and protected my calling. You are learning that not everyone needs access to you, especially in transitional seasons. Anointed one. The promise ahead requires focus. Distraction is not always obvious. Sometimes it looks like good opportunities that are simply mistimed. Sometimes it looks like familiar patterns trying to resurface. You are not here to repeat cycles. You are here to complete them. That requires saying no, even when something feels familiar, and yes, even when something feels new. You are also learning how to trust yourself again, That is important. Discernment grows when you honor your own awareness. God speaks through your peace, your restraint, your hesitation, your calm. You are not second-guessing yourself as much anymore. That is growth. That is alignment forming internally before it manifests externally. Chosen one. This season also asks you to stay grounded. It is tempting to imagine everything changing overnight, but heaven often unfolds things in layers. What comes next will build upon what you have already established, not replace it. The love, the relocation, the resources, the elevation, they will integrate into your life, not overwhelm it. That is why you are learning how to remain present where you are, while still honoring what is coming. Anointed one, do not underestimate the power of how you are living right now. The way you manage your time, the way you care for your body, the way you speak to yourself. These ordinary choices are preparing you to receive extraordinary alignment. You are becoming someone who can sustain blessing, not just attract it. There may be moments when impatience tries to return, when you wonder why it is taking this long, when you feel the urge to rush something into existence. Pause there. That impulse is not intuition, it is fatigue speaking, and fatigue does not get to make decisions for your future. Rest restores clarity. Stillness resets perspective. Chosen one. What is meant for you will not require you to abandon your integrity to obtain it. It will not ask you to compromise your values to access it. It will meet you where you are whole, not where you are desperate. That is why this season is teaching you how to remain grounded, even as anticipation grows. You are closer than ever, not because signs are louder, but because your spirit is quieter. That quiet is not emptiness. It is readiness, and readiness always precedes release. Chosen one. When the final shift begins, it will not announce itself with chaos. It will arrive with confirmation. Subtle at first, almost gentle. You will recognize it not by surprise, but by familiarity. It will feel like something clicking into place, rather than something crashing into your life. That is how divine timing often works. It aligns what has already been prepared internally with what has been forming externally. Anointed one, the connection, the movement, the provision, they will meet you where you are stable, not where you are striving. You will notice that you are not scrambling when it arrives. You are present, you are aware, you are grounded. That is because you have already done the work of becoming someone who can receive without losing balance. I have learned that the greatest confirmations are not emotional highs. They are moments of calm recognition, moments where you realize this fits without needing to explain why. You are being led into that kind of clarity now, where alignment speaks louder than excitement. Chosen one, this final stage is about integration, integrating faith into daily life, integrating purpose into relationship, integrating calling into environment. Nothing about what is coming is meant to pull you away from who you are. It will draw you deeper into it. You will not disappear into the promise, you will expand within it. Anointed one, as things begin to move, continue to honor the pace God sets. Speed is not always favor. Sometimes favor is the absence of urgency. Trust that what unfolds will unfold in order. You will know when to move. You will know when to stay. You will know when to speak. You will know when to wait. That knowing will not come from pressure. It will come from peace. You are also learning how to receive without overanalyzing, to allow good things without bracing for loss. That is important. Blessing does not need to be interrogated. It needs to be stewarded. The season ahead will invite you to trust joy again, to open your hands without fear of what might fall through. Chosen one. Legacy is no longer an abstract idea. It is becoming tangible. The choices you make now are shaping environments you have not yet entered. The relationships you are preparing for will influence more than just your personal happiness. They will impact purpose, direction, and the lives of others connected to your assignment. That is why heaven has been so intentional with your timing. Anointed one, you are not late. You are aligned. You are not forgotten. You are positioned. You are not waiting aimlessly. You are being held in place until everything else lines up. That holding is not restraint, it is protection. As the season turns, remain attentive, not anxious. Remain faithful, not frantic. Remain open, not rushed. What is coming will not need to be forced. It will arrive as the natural next step of obedience meeting timing. Chosen one. This journey has shaped you into someone who can recognize home when it appears, not as a place, but as alignment, not as perfection, but as peace. And when it comes, you will not question it. You will simply know. Everything that led you here mattered, and everything ahead has already been accounted for. Chosen one. You have reached the end of this word, not because it is finished, but because it has been entrusted to you. What heaven set in motion is already moving, already aligning, already unfolding in perfect order. This is your Kairos moment, the appointed time where preparation meets promise and obedience meets fulfillment. What is being transferred now is not only connection, but clarity, stability, and provision shaped by divine wisdom. You are not standing at the edge of possibility, you are standing inside confirmation. Anointed one, receive this blessing as a seal over your season. May your heart remain steady, your spirit remain discerning, and your steps remain ordered. May you walk forward without fear, knowing that what is sent by God arrives without confusion and stays without strain. The love, the relocation, the alignment, and the resources ahead will not distract you from purpose. They will strengthen it. You are covered. You are guided. You are being met at the exact moment heaven intended. If this word has resonated with your spirit, you may choose to acknowledge it quietly or share it with others walking a similar path, letting the alignment speak for itself. Sometimes God places simple, steady reminders in the pinned comment or the description for moments when the heart needs grounding more than explanation. Anointed one, go forward in peace, expectancy, and gratitude, for what is unfolding now will confirm that this was always His plan.